for 250 because they were $300 he wanted from initially, and then because we bought a bunch of them, he did it for 240 a piece. So my dad ended up getting 5 of them. So all the white cabinets inside the garage of all his shit.
It's all tricked out.
Placing them, we're in the middle of fucking doing all that right now.
Okay, when are your mom and dad leaving so I can hook them up?
Actually, they're doing a it's gonna be the 8th, I believe, the weekend of the 8th. I'll double check all.
You better hit me up before everything
They
gets
want to do it. They want to go to San Diego now.
easy, easy, easy. I have a bitchin' hotel in Carlsbad. I mean, bitchin' water slides, lazy river pool right there in Carlsbad. So, you guys want to go? Hit me up.
I like lazy rivers.
Take the kids. You know? No, it's nice. It's super nice. I took my grandkids.
Yeah.
I think he's jealous.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
There's a lot of
Live here at Free Admission Studios, this is the Gym Crashers with me, Joey the Bull, Dondo, and our special guest, Cesar Macias.
Sir, how's it going?
Doing good, man. It's Cesar Macias.
Oh, Cesar. Oh, okay, guys. Cesar Macias.
Oh,
There's no R in his last name.
I said that.
You said Marcias.
I said Macias.
Okay. Okay, Joe.
You know, I'm my Spanish is not that great. You know, even though I was born and
Your
raised
English
in
is not that
neighborhood.
great.
I grew up in Santana, bro. What happened, bro?
You know, my mom didn't teach us anything. She just, you know, just watch out for the bullets. That's all she told us.
That's it. Just duck and roll, huh?
Duck and roll.
There you go.
But anyway, welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you,
Welcome,
thank you.
man. Long time coming because we're a big fan of yours.
Thank you.
Know a lot of people that actually trained, including people that have shown up today
Sir.
underneath your tutelage, and some have even come into the dojos that we train in, and we picked up some of your skills along the way, which are very, very, I like to think, a little more complex combos than the run-of-the-mill that I've kind of seen, you know? So, and they're with purpose. It seems like things are set up, and then when the kick comes, you don't expect it, and then
Little setups, yes.
before you know it, I lost my marbles, you know?
And speak about him knowing people. When he arrived at the studio today, there's a student downstairs that he actually broke his nose and made him bleed.
There are police that watch
You're
the
a
show,
mean
Joe.
dude.
Now we're sparring.
Allegedly.
Oh, he was sparring.
Allegedly.
He walked into the punch.
I know every lives matter, but that live didn't matter to you that day.
This guy.
You know what I'm saying? The guy downstairs, you know what I mean?
I have no idea who it is, so I'm not going to play into that.
No names, no names.
No names, but it matters.
That's cool. That's
Broke
cool.
his nose.
And those guys are pretty tough downstairs. So if you were just hands alone, that says a lot. Because I know you can mix it up. So those guys are strictly just hands. So when you're throwing hands with those guys, man, they do their thing.
Yeah, they do.
And they're quick.
No, he's real good, trust me. He's a real good guy. Real fast, strong.
Agreed. Agreed. Did you start out as a boxer?
No, I didn't. I started in Tang Sudo, Murukwang Korean karate. That's an old Korean style. It's basically the father of Taekwondo. Taekwondo is more Americanized.
Yeah.
It's kind of like kickboxing with Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Same thing. Tang Sudo. Back in my days when I started training, you could hardly ever find those dojos around in the USA. There was probably like 6 or 7 around here.
The
Now
legit
they're
one.
everywhere. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's more like a lot of heel kicks. It's more brutal. It's more of the old Korean style of
Yeah.
martial arts.
Yeah.
That's what I did for 5 years. I got my black belt. Then I moved on to kickboxing, a little bit of Muay Thai, mix it up with everything, you know.
Got it.
So,
So how you pronounce it again? Tongue Sudo?
Tang Sudo Murukwang Korean karate. It's the
can't-
father of Taekwondo.
Wow, that's damn.
Yeah.
That's scary stuff.
Yeah.
That's the name alone scary.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I agree 100%. And I know that it's one of the older styles. I actually know that it's a strange little piece of trivia, but the lead singer of Motley Crue is a Tang Sudo,
Yeah.
Sudo guy.
Chuck Norris
Vince
too.
Neil.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's our age bracket too.
Yes.
I think that if you were training late 70s, early 80s, it was more common.
Yeah, that's what was back then. That's what it was.
And I did the Kempo
Yeah.
thing at that
Yes,
time, so
yes.
I knew what it was. But then it fizzled out. The American style took over. Gosh,
Yes.
I hate to say that, but I see a lot of that happening to our current martial arts.
Exactly. Yes.
And I don't know if it becomes watered down just because of the sport or what, but I see people training at your level very rarely. I know a couple guys in Long Beach.
Yeah.
The old man that originated, I think it is, the old Muay Thai guy that came here from either Thailand or Cambodia
Okay.
in Long Beach on Anaheim. And I see guys leaving busted up. They're hardcore.
It's the way it's supposed to be. You're just
It
training.
is. It's bone
exactly.
on bone.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, so they haven't changed their style. So it's kind of amazing. And then I know from people that have trained with you that you're keeping it real.
Yeah, I always do. I always
Yeah.
keep it 100. I never, it's like I tell my kids, when we spar, I don't like wearing headgear. And I've never worn headgear when I spar. People get mad at me, they talk shit to me. Hey, I just don't like it. And I tell my kids, look guys, you guys want to fight, you guys want to be fighters, you guys can't wear the headgear. Life is not easy. Life is not soft. It's going to hit you hard. That headgear is going to give you that big protection. When you get in and you fight, it's different. When you get hit without a headgear, it's a different kind of hit.
Oh, yeah.
Know what I mean? Is that why go in there and train in a way that you're not gonna fight? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go in there and just stay. We gotta go in there and do what we gotta do. That's it. That's my style. It's always been my style. 100 is go boom. Let's go forward. Let's go.
That's what I love because I hate headgear. Plus, headgear doesn't fit my big ass head. You know, I just go in there.
Wrap a sleeping bag around his head.
Exactly.
So when you were in your style of fighting, did you grow up in the rough neighborhood? Or
Yes, I did. Actually, I grew up in Santa Ana, right there on First and Ross, in front of Santa Ana High School.
Damn,
that's
First
where I
and
grew
Ross.
up. Yeah. You guys know a little elementary school that's was built in like '89. My house was actually torn down to build that school right there.
Oh, really?
First and Ross, yes.
First and Ross,
Yeah,
wow.
First and Ross, yes.
Crazy in that area.
Yes.
Now it's changed a lot.
It's changed a lot now. It's every Bristol, everything's changing now. It's all
Yeah, the
different
whole
now.
area. 4th Street's not 4th Street
Just like the
anymore.
martial arts now, it's all soft now. Same thing.
It's all hipsters and stuff now.
Exactly.
It's different.
Exactly. Yes.
A lot of coffee shops in Santa Ana now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Starbucks.
And Starbucks. Because I remember growing up in Santa Ana myself, but grew up in the neighborhood. It was
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
We got Gallo Guido está comiendo. Now it's all Starbucks.
Now everything's all Starbucks now.
Exactly.
Or Dunkin' Donuts.
There you go.
No more Taco Mexico.
Joey was a loper.
Oh.
I was never alone. No. Don't even. Family. Don't even go there. Everybody knows where my family was from. I'm not saying it because I don't want to get jumped. Just initials were S and N.
Was it Delhi over there? What was it?
No. Don't even go that way. Bro,
names.
there's gonna be no names, bro. There's gonna be people outside fucking you up right now.
I know who it was, but I ain't gonna say.
There you go.
So you grew up in a tough neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean, did you? were you actually be real? I mean, were you like a really tough kid growing up, or you just maybe got picked on a lot and you said, you know what, I'm gonna come back and.
You guys want to hear the? You guys want to hear the story? You want to hear me drop a tear or what? I mean, that's what you want.
Hey,
Nah, check this out.
like Dr. Phil right here, bro.
Nah, yeah,
Smile now, cry later, Holmes.
I had a father that was a real asshole. I'll be honest with that. Okay. Okay.
No, that's not news to us. So.
It's just he used to actually make me fight older kids in the neighborhood, and if I lost, he would kick my ass. You know. But that's just the story how it goes, you know. It's like, hey, you know, it's all right. You know what, buddy? It made me the person I am now. You know, I'm the person I am now. I'm just, you know, it is what it is.
Was your pops a military guy or anything like
Nah,
that?
a typical Hispanic guy, you know, just one of
a
those
Budweiser
rough,
drinking,
drunk
yeah.
guys, you know, come home, beat up my mom. That's it. That's it. You know, hey, it's what it is. To be honest, you know, hey.
No, that's very honest of you.
That's
Very
like
open.
that's like a life book story about everybody that grew up in Santa Ana.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
If your dad didn't beat up your mom, you're not from Santa Ana.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. Love you, mom, if you're watching.
You got a question,
Yeah,
Ken?
question, Ken.
I see it itching.
So, based on what you just told the viewers right now, that growing up with that aggressive dad, and so when it came down, when it came down to you and like that individual person that was like in front of you, and you had to defend yourself, you had to do what you had to do because then it was either that person going to go down or it was going to be you going down against your dad. You actually used that motivation to avoid ever being around your dad.
Yes.
You don't mind me asking
No,
that?
that's cool. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's what you want. No, it's you know what? It was more. It was the fear thing. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to fight. You know, it's like, but I had to do it.
One way or another, it was
Yeah,
like
I had to fight with.
it gotta be
yeah.
me. Like I gotta make my way out
Yeah,
up there,
exactly,
and so
exactly.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Perfect. Proceed, gentlemen. Proceed.
Thank you.
Proceed.
He's got a voice
So
of radio.
proper.
I know.
Proceed, gentlemen, proceed.
Kind of.
Getting down. But yeah, I mean, we all know most of us know what it's like in this room to have tough dads. So, the challenge, of course, is we always question ourselves, and then we put it to the test.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And more often than not, that stuff that goes on outside of the house they don't know about, but you come home with a shiner, and there's going to be questions,
Yes.
right?
Exactly.
So you don't want to let that happen. So no, I feel you. I had my share of experiences, much the same. I don't know how your dad was, Joe, but I see him giggling.
Just a smile and a laugh says it. Yeah.
But
Exactly.
I know you miss him every day.
No, I do. Honestly, I miss my, God bless my dad. I know he's up there in heaven with all my Theos right now and everybody else that we know. But yeah, no, my dad was tough. My dad was very hardcore, growing up, it's just, he was young, my mom and him both young, and same situation, same lifestyle. Mom getting their ass beat, me protecting my mom. My mom takes off my brothers down the street while I get my ass beat by my dad for protecting her. And then that's the way I grew up. It was almost like I can't say it was an everyday thing, but it was probably at least once or twice a week type of thing you experience as a kid that you shouldn't be experiencing. So from there, I had to learn how to be tough and defend myself because I got my ass beat. It wasn't like get your belt and bum. I mean, you get bah, and I'm like, whoa. As a young kid, that's what you grew up with, and I think that's why my mentality is so crazy nowadays, and I'm very sketchy about when people touch my face. Like I even joke around with the wife, like when she tries to mess with me, I go, don't touch my face. I snap. Like I don't like that because that's what it brings back kind of like memories of that happening to me. But I get what you're saying. So. But no tears, no tears.
There you go. Nah, man.
And learn a little
It
about
made
Joe
us who we are now.
Yeah.
Made us tougher, Hey, so it is.
Tougher, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Tang Sudo, I want to know. You start that 5 years, become a black belt. That's pretty lengthy for traditional martial arts. So then you're coming out
Yeah,
trained.
exactly.
You know what I mean? They're not giving away black belts.
No, exactly. And that's what I was going to say. My Master Amquist, he was one of those guys that we tested only once a year. It wasn't you're going to pay your dues up front.
Yeah.
You're going to get your belt no matter what every month. It's not like that. I see kids nowadays, 10-year-old kids walking around with black belts. It's like, what kind of shit is that? I'm sorry, but it's...
It doesn't
it's the
mean
truth,
what it used to mean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now it's like you pay your dues, you get your belt.
Yeah.
Back then you actually had to work for your belt. You had to put in work and show that you earned that belt.
Absolutely.
It's like, and now it's like you don't see that anymore.
Yeah.
So...
What was the testing like? Was it physical between you and your instructor?
It was physical. It was very actually. One time, one of my instructors, Dr. Cox, actually, that's his name. Yeah, he kicked my ass because I went too rough on one of the newer students.
Sure.
Sparring like always, I went a little too hard, so he got mad. He went in the middle. He goes, all right. He goes, come on. Now you're gonna spar me, and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, think I'm a tough guy. I'm going at it with him. Okay, cool. He gets me. Okay, I finally get one shot in.
Yeah.
It's all right, good. He goes, you ready? Bare knuckle, man. He got me. Boom,
Really?
boom, boom. Threw me over the kids. I said, nah, hell no. I got back up. You ain't done. I go, hell no. Went at him again. Boom, boom, again, boom, get up again. Nope. He goes, you done? I go, yes, sir. Sit down. Okay, cool. Hey, and there was no crying. There was no me going over back telling my mom, hey, mom, kick my ass. That's just old school training. That's the way it is, you know?
It reminds me of Last Samurai. You guys remember that, right?
Yeah.
The guy's getting thrown, judo throws, and they got the sticks. He's getting sword fighting in, and bam!
Tom Cruise, yeah,
Cruise,
when he was captive with the samurais, yeah, great movie.
Real thing, real story.
That's the way it is, you know? Hey,
Yeah.
back then it was different. Now it's too softened up. Do a nice little kick. Okay, here's your belt. Boom. Give me your dues. Pop. True story, this is what my instructor used to charge us a month, $12 a month. And if you couldn't afford it, don't worry about it. You don't have to pay.
Sounds like a good dude.
Yeah, very good guy. Trust me, helped me out a lot.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
$12 a month is probably
Not only
not even
that,
close to what we
you said within 5 years, correct?
Yeah.
So you were putting some hours
Yeah.
in there
Yes.
because, like you were saying, how certain instructors promote their fighters, their athletes, and everything like within like a month.
Yeah,
and a month.
exactly.
I agree, 100%. I've seen it. I've actually, in my opinion, I feel like when you put in that work, and let's just say competition day, like you beat your opponent,
Yeah.
and you may look like simple as like riding a nice wave inside the
Exactly.
like surfing. You may look so smooth. I think those are like those moments where you should get rewarded on that belt right there on the spot.
That's
and
what that's what
has that right?
It was
Like,
worth it. And I felt I earned my belts.
that's how you did
That's the way I
received
felt. I
it.
earned them. But my saying now is this: what I say. Belts don't mean nothing. That's okay. You know,
I
the
agree.
belts I got them. Okay, they hold up my pants. Cool. But I got them. I put in my work. Now that I'm older, I see the belts. You know what? I don't got them anymore. I lost all my belts. It's okay. You know, but hey, inside I know I got them. I know what I did. Now it's a different kind of training, different level. Now let's move up, mix it in with more things, mix up the martial arts. You know what I mean? It's different now.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
So,
straight up.
so history takes you got a whole family that comes from a fighting
Yes.
background. I believe you have a couple sons and a
I
daughter.
got my
correct?
2 sons and my daughter Alexa Macias. She's the mom now. I got 2 grandchildren, 2 granddaughters. Yeah, beautiful grandchildren. All right,
I'm not the only one. I'm not
grandpa. We old, but we cool, you know. It's all
I'm
good.
almost there. I'm almost there. October. I'm almost
Oh,
there.
that's right,
Nice,
Joey.
nice,
No,
nice,
shit.
nice.
Dude,
He's got
That's
one
good.
ball and he's a grandpa.
There you go.
How does that happen?
Hey, one ball works miracles, brother.
Apparently
But
so.
yeah, I mean, so it must be great coming from a whole family background of just fighting. I mean, I love that because, you know, like I said, I trained my daughter at one
Yeah.
time, but, you know, now she got busy with school, and now she's
Yes.
engaged, and now she's pregnant. Her training level kind of went from here to
Yeah.
down there, and it kind of broke my heart a little bit because I was hoping she'd be a tough girl and get her in the ring sometimes, but obviously that's never going to happen.
It's not for some people. For some people, it's not. No, my daughter, the one with the two daughters, she fought a tournament in Long Beach. She won the whole tournament. She fought 3 times in one night. She won the tournament. She won the whole championship.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Wow.
cool.
Congrats.
Thank you. It was probably what 2013 when this happened. So, a while back ago. Yeah. So it was cool. You know, proud father. And then I got my sons too, Mark and Isaac Macias. They're both beasts. These boys are man.
Now, who's older between
Mark Macias is 24 and Isaac Macias is 18 years old.
Now, Isaac, is he still coming up as a kickboxer?
Yeah. He still wants to get a couple more fights, and he just fought. I think February was you were there when
Yeah,
he
I was
fought.
there. I remember I was there.
Yeah, he did good. You know, lost by decision first fight.
Yeah.
Came in with that little adrenaline rush, went in too pumped
yeah.
up. You know, boy, but he did good.
Well,
What promotion was that?
IFS.
IFS,
Yeah,
okay. I want to see that. Next
Yeah.
time he fights, I
Yeah.
want to be there.
Yeah,
be there for
and
sure.
they gave me VIP because I went in with the ticket they gave me. And I went to talk to the lady. I told her, yeah, I work for this company called Free Admissions. I would love to get our production here, blah, blah, blah.
Like, he's not going to fit in a plastic chair. This guy with his metal chair.
So that lady gave me front row
Don't need
seats. I was like right
liability.
there. I mean, I was like right next to Rikishi, that wrestler. But yeah, and I seen his son Mark fight, and it was an awesome fight. But the decision went.
Yeah, he got robbed.
He got robbed. That
big
fight,
time.
I was unbelievable. You know, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, I mean, I was right there, and it was just disappointing seeing,
Yeah.
you know, poor Mark lose. So when he lost, did you go home and beat him up in the shower?
Nah, this guy. What are you talking about, Coach?
Hey, Mark, I heard you got your ass kicked in the shower. Now you have to go to work and you see the replay.
Put you on blast, man.
Put you on blast,
Gabriel.
bro. I heard you got beat up in the shower. So how'd that happen?
Can't say it.
Yeah, beat up the kid. in the
Nah.
shower. That's messed up. I'll
So-
make it.
So going back to that decision, I haven't heard stories about it that Mark was robbed from it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys talk to the other team saying, "Hey, let's get a rematch
Oh
going"?
yeah, they were supposed to fight the rematch August 28th again, but the whole COVID-19 messed everything up, so we can't get it. Hopefully, after when they open up, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna get the rematch.
Kickboxing or Muay Thai or
Muay Thai.
MMA?
Muay Thai.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds
After
good.
that, hopefully, he says he wants to go pro MMA now, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna go pro after this.
I like that
We
idea.
want that belt because we know he won that belt. He dropped the guy 4 times. He swept him. He dropped him. Man, is like my son outclassed him. He outdid him on everything. There's no way this guy could have won. But hey, well, he got the fight. He got the fight.
Something was going on with those judges.
One judge
It-
gave him, I think, 5 points more. It's like big difference, and it's like, oh, come on, it's like
That's
Somebody was schooled and the other two were not.
exactly.
That does happen.
I've always said this once, and I'll say it again. I always feel like the people that should be judging are people that actually did compete back then.
Well, this person actually did fight. He's a
damn,
fighter.
really? Oh, man.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, oh, what happened? It's like, but then I think it's more of a whole thing where they're buddies. The whole.
Did you piss him off or something?
Nah. No, I'm cool. I'm cool with them. It's just it's a whole thing where I guess they're buddies. They're friends with the other gym. So it's.
And that is unfortunate. I mean, apparently Mark pissed him off or dropped him 4 times. That's
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
congrats on that, Mark.
Mark
Still
did
out there for
he
you,
fought a
man.
good fight. He did a real good fight, Mark. Trust me.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get Mark's, and next time we'll get Mark's story
Yeah.
why he got beat up in the shower.
Nah, this guy again.
He's probably
We won't ask
he's
Mark.
probably showering like.
Joey wants to know the weird stuff. We're gonna get down to business.
Hey, he's talking about being naked in the shower. Come on,
I'm
man.
just
what's
saying, well,
up?
the kid was naked, beat him up in the shower, little dinghy hanging out, and soap in his eyes.
He got spanked. He didn't get beat.
Oh, he got spanked.
This is all bringing Joey memories, is what it
I
is.
know, man. I get beat up in the shower with you all the time. Dad, I didn't mean to do it. Those are not my Barbies. They're my cousins.
That's right. Always blaming someone else.
So with the project right now, so you're still working out at hard work and dedication. Are you guys operating?
Well, right now it's closed because of the whole COVID-19. But I'm
Got
still doing I'm doing privates on the side. Weekends we spar. Put the mats out. We do all
It's
this
the
stuff out
hustle,
there.
man.
Yeah.
So I'm still making my flow. It's good. It's good.
Not only that, you're making people. You're building up upcoming contenders.
Exactly.
I've seen the work. It's great work, people. I definitely recommend hit him up for any kickboxing sessions, Muay Thai sessions, and not only that, not only it's physically good for you, but mentally, because that garage though,
Yes.
man,
That heat.
when the heat is built up, do you control the heat or let the heat
Just
control
the way it
you,
gets in there. I
right?
can't control it. It's just I trained in the heat forever. So it's like I don't like the AC. I don't like no cold water. I like it hot. When you train, you're there to work out. You're there to sweat. Okay. You got a lot of these places now where you go, they got the AC going full blast. Oh my God, I got a little rag. I'm sweating. I was like, nah, sorry, I'm old school.
That's I mean, I agree with almost everything except for the cold water. I mean,
Yeah, I
water
can't drink cold
and I
water.
don't even drink water.
Yeah.
You're talking to someone that don't drink water.
Okay, all right.
So, but keep up the good work though.
You
That's
make an
what's up.
interesting point. So you bring up COVID and people are training, doing their thing. I don't know why we don't hear more about keeping your body in the best
Exactly.
physically fit position it can be to fight off whatever's coming our way. Nor do they mention what we eat. Nor do they mention. I mean, it's correlated though. Things that build immunity. They don't talk about that. Like, you ought to do this and not do this because your immunity will go down. None of these things are talked about in this pandemic. It didn't. All we hear about is a potential, a potential, vaccine that everybody's going to be mandatorily taking.
That's what it is, bro.
So, yeah, I get it.
Vaccine. You think about the vaccine, and then how many people are gonna get it?
Everybody.
Think how expensive it is. Let's just say it's $1 for every person in the world,
Exactly.
and all you gotta do is create fear. That's the reality, bro.
That's where we're at
And
already.
and then that's what it is. What's crazy is they're telling doctors, hydrochloroquine or whatever it was
Yeah.
in the beginning. They've said that it works. It works.
Yeah.
And it has worked, but you cannot get it in the United States for one reason. Why?
But
Why?
at that time, we could have picked it up for $1.
But you can't get it now.
Right now, we're going to Mexico.
now
Oh,
you
we
can't-
went to
you
Mexico.
can't
Tijuana
get it.
right now.
Now the
Get some
border's
zinc and all that.
So
Yeah.
you can't get it now. You get all the things that actually help you
For
and
$3,000.
Yeah, because they want to perpetuate it. Because all they want to do is keep you scared, so that you get the vaccine.
And that's what I tell my wife every day. That's what I tell her every day.
All you need is Vicks
Vaporu and 7-Up, burp it out.
and 7-Up and Twinkies.
Squeeze lemon on it.
Oh yeah. That's
That's late.
That is the voice of Sean Lerma from Our Life CBD. But we'll get him. We'll shout him out towards the end.
Gabe, you have something to say?
Yeah, Gabe,
Come
what's
on.
going on?
Come on, coach.
Looking like a terrorist over
You
there.
already talking about Mark
coach.
getting beat up in the shower. Come on, man.
Well, we didn't to know because there's a lot of.
What do you feel about the whole
interaction
COVID situation?
Tell us, yeah.
Exactly agree what he was saying over here about it's about vaccination. I mean, there's so many studies they're doing now regarding vitamin D. They're showing that people that have been affected by COVID severely have a deficiency in vitamin D as well. I was actually listening to our Dr. Rhonda Patrick is somebody that I listen to a lot with podcasts, and I read her publishings, and she was even saying that there's in India they have a study with vitamin C, but the media can't necessarily talk about it because it talks about how people of color are deficient because realistically
we don't get the sun.
We don't get the
like
sun,
everybody
the
else.
absorption of, and so they're saying if they were to bring it up, it turns into a more of a race type of situation.
Sure.
When I mean, I don't know. It's there's a lot of stuff that you can do with the vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc. It's just like you're saying, immunity. This should be a good time for the politicians to be talking about the immune system and how to better yourself. I mean, your body is built where it can protect itself. It's just fear-based is also going to cause stress levels to go up, which is going to cause cortisone levels to go up, and we're going to be in a
Me
level
and
of
Joey
stress.
suffer from high cortisone. Because then we start eating.
Let's do that.
It's true. That's what makes you eat, dude,
I
right?
know. I miss Korean barbecue, man. Like we were cooking our own
We
food.
have to drain the cortisone from your brain.
What?
Yeah, exactly. But yes, thank you, Gabe. And I think that's very accurate. I agree with all of that. But the heroes, the true heroes, I mean, the guys that are training out of their garages and keeping people, on their game because it's what they love. So without it, I don't know that you're truly living. If you're not pushing yourself in the areas that you want to progress,
exactly.
you're not living.
Exactly.
So you're keeping that alive, and that's very commendable, and not to mention at a high level. We know this. For yourself, future goals and aspirations, just to continue training, maybe build your own school one day.
Well, that's what we're talking about. We're actually talking about after all this is over, we're gonna try. Now, I already had a gym before, failed. I was too nice.
That's a hard business.
Let people pass. Okay, don't worry about it. Pay me next month. And I was doing month to month. I was too nice to people. Now I kind of learned. I was open for like about 3 years. I learned my lesson now. So now it's gonna be different. We're still talking about maybe trying to get something going later on, make it more like a fight gym.
So Coach Caesar.
Yes,
so
sir.
I know we're talking about your fight history. So you studied when you were young. Now my understanding is that you had a little taste of mixed martial arts.
Yes.
Well, cage fighting. Put it that way.
Yes.
So when did that happen? What year did that happen? And who were you training with?
2007, I was training with EJ Almedo, Team OC in Santa Ana. I mean, in the city of Orange. And then I was doing a little bit of groundwork with Lupiano Malachias. But I got thrown in.
Sure.
I was always stand up. I wanted to go pro Muay Thai. They wanted me to go pro MMA. I had never done groundwork. I knew some stuff, but it wasn't like my game. I was more of I want to get up there and bang, bang, knock me out, I'm going to knock you out, let's go. So they convinced me I went pro MMA. A couple fights I went in, I knocked the guys out. Everybody caught on. Okay, this guy Caesar's a power hitter, kicks, punches. Like you said, Don, boom, let's go down.
Yeah.
So that
But
tapped
that's
out,
instinct,
Yeah.
Once you take one of those, you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, it's the same way when they studied Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was an inside fighter. Once you're in Mike Tyson's circle, he has that power. But once everybody learned how to stand away from Mike and use that reach, of course, that's when everybody starts taking out Mike. Unless Mike comes into you and
Why are
just.
you picking on Mike all the time?
I'm
Right.
just saying. Same with Tyson.
One of the greatest ever. Not even a mixed martial artist. But that's okay. I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm
They
saying.
figured his game out. I get what you're saying.
Exactly.
But,
Fucking dick.
no, it's all good.
What are you getting me all angry for?
You don't have to cry. I know you get emotional. Mike
Tyson's
cries a
the man.
lot.
Come
All the
on,
time.
man.
This guy always picks on me all the time. Just
No, I mean, you pick on Mike Tyson. I got to stand up for him.
No, I love Mike Tyson. I told him I was a kick his ass, but it's all good.
This did possibly happen. I don't know. His brother
Did it happen? Good. Come on. You already talked about the shower scene. Come on.
I heard some of it. I didn't hear all of it. I was there for a good portion of it, but I don't recall I was drunk.
Oh, here we
I was
are.
blaming
plead
on
the
the
fifth.
alcohol.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's go back to, so you did the cage fighting
Yeah.
for a while. How long, how many years did that last?
I did it for like about 2-3 years. It's just
That's a long time.
yeah. Like I said, I did it. I wasn't with the right team. I was a lot of the team is more just about themselves. I was actually just basically doing things myself, working myself, training myself. Like I just did it because this is something that I wanted to do. My wife backed me up a lot. I love my wife, Martha. You're the woman. You know that. Okay. Yeah, so it's like, this is something I wanted to do. It's like, I had to prove something to myself. I could have done this when I was younger, but I messed up. I got involved in gangs, everything went the wrong way. You know, got into some trouble with the law, all kinds of things. You know, so finally when I got older, my son Mark was born. My wife put me in check. Yeah, she did. Okay, you know what I mean? Yes, yeah. I kind of started going again. I took my son to the gym. I was training him. I took him to the gym because I was working 7 days a week. I didn't have time to be training the way I was training him before. So I took him to the gym to boxing 2000, the old school boxing 2000. All right. Took him there, and then saw he was training with Mario Juarez, Romeo Danza. And finally one day I said, you know what, I'm gonna start training with him. I'll jump in again, start working out again. So I was out for like about 3 years. I started training again. So I saw that I still had it. Okay, I can still do this. I still got the fight in me. So I said, okay, I'm gonna start fighting smokers. Fought a couple smokers. Went on amateur fighting. Did real good. Got an amateur belt. You know, and Muay Thai.
Cool. That's cool.
And then it's like, you know what, I wanted to do this just to prove. It's something that I had to prove. Something I had to do for myself. You know, to prove like we were talking about that father that.
Yeah.
Had to prove it to him that I wasn't that child that, you know, he messed up in the head, you know, for a while, you know. Boom, you know, so it was more meant for I did this because, you know, it's like I had to prove something.
Yeah.
And I did it, you know. I wasn't the best fighter.
Especially.
Yeah. I wasn't the best fighter. I don't got the best record, but hey, you know what? I feel that I've done more than other people have done. I actually jumped in there and did something, you know.
Yeah.
I tried it. I did it. You know, a lot of people don't do this, you know.
No, it takes a lot of heart, man.
Exactly.
It really does. And to do it because you want to do
Exactly.
it. Exactly. Because there ain't no money in it. You know?
There isn't. Exactly.
Not
It's- You know how they say fighters, you know, hey, we got to be 5150 to get in there, man. And it's the truth, you know.
You come out
Something's
5150.
exactly, exactly. Something's off in there, you know. It's got to take, you know. So
Yeah. I haven't seen smokers in a while. I miss that environment.
That was the best. Smokers
Right?
were the best, man. Yeah.
To get people to the correct level to actually get in the cage or in the actual professional Muay Thai, smokers were essential, I think,
Yes,
right?
yes.
In development,
Yes.
you know.
And back in the
1 minute
days,
rounds.
back then, I used to fight 3-minute rounds,
Did
not
you?
1 minute rounds.
Yeah,
Yes.
I saw some
Yeah.
some 3 1-minute rounds where they were just swinging for the
bombing,
fences,
bombing.
right?
Yes, exactly. I remember I used to drive out to Ken Rose. You ever heard
Ken
of him?
Rose, Ventura.
I used to go out there and fight out there.
Oxnard,
Oxnard, yeah. Fight in his shows too. Yes, I used to go everywhere to fight
Yeah.
smokers. I just wanted to do it.
Of course, our guys all fought in that
and
stuff.
for free. You know,
Yeah,
it's just,
yeah.
I didn't care about getting paid. I just wanted to
course.
fight. I wanted to get in there and just get hit or hit back. That's all I wanted, man.
Yeah.
It was fun.
There was another place in Orange too. I remember right off Kramer. Hang on, right? I don't know. I forget the dojo.
Kramer.
Right there. It was right there off the 91. It was behind a liquor store. And they said, you're not supposed to drink, but everybody drank anyways.
Off the 91 freeway?
Yeah, right.
Okay, was it, I forgot what it's called.
I forget the name, but it was Muay Thai. I remember this.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
remember I saw a boxer come in.
Yeah.
Boxing, not an older, I would say in his 40s, Mexican
Yeah.
guy. Well built, looked like he was ready to go. Got up against a Muay Thai guy and
Boom, out.
yeah, one combo through the kick, and then he was out. And I was like, dude, you should have known better. You're not looking. He's looking here.
Yeah.
You don't see the feet or the
It's-
knees
it's-
coming
it's-
up.
It's a
you know what
weapon.
I mean?
It's a weapon. It's not two.
Or the plum,
Or the
right?
clinch,
You don't see
yeah.
the clinch coming
The
up,
clinch,
right?
exactly.
Once they got your face, they bring your knee to it. Boxing's over.
Exactly.
You know, so yes, I miss smokers.
Yes. The old school days. Those were the good times. When
Yeah.
it was like everybody went out there and hey, it didn't matter how much I gave. Wait, you weigh 20 pounds heavier, let's fight. I don't care. Let's do it.
Exactly. They say, hey, you need to make weight. Okay, cool, I'll take it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it was school against school is what it was.
Exactly.
Cool, right?
Exactly. Nice.
See whatever other people were up to. That's kind of what we love to see is how different people train, how different styles come together. And it wasn't on a big scale like the UFC, but you could see what dojos were legit
exactly.
and
Different
which
styles
ones were
mix it
playing
up.
patty cake.
Exactly.
know?
And a lot of the guys, I remember this. I would show up some fights. I'll be there, and all of a sudden, hey, the fight's not gonna happen. What happened? Oh, the guy left.
Yeah. Yeah, that did happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
They hit the road.
Yeah.
People get nerves and stuff, but they were new. It wasn't like they were established.
Back in the
fighters.
smoker days, you're saying?
Yeah. Smoker days. Yeah.
Oh man, God.
You weren't there, or what?
No. Well,
That's cool.
I've actually, I did only one, and I see what you mean. Like it's like how the old school UFC
Yeah.
was. Like no weight classes. It's
Exactly,
all brawl.
exactly.
Where was your smoker at? Your backyard?
Buena Park actually.
In Buena Park?
Yeah.
Oh, so you were at Combat Sports, Orangethorpe.
It was like where the source was at. It was like it was in the early like
Chinese
2000s.
restaurant like Bruce Lee.
Ah, dang.
You're gonna
Yeah,
fight
I know.
for Ed Fu Young. I know, man. Get out of here, big boy.
No, it was literally like just a warehouse before he was becoming the source.
Not a racist. I love
So
everybody.
simple as that. I know where you're coming from
Yeah.
on that. But now it's like everything's all contract
Yeah,
signed in. So
exactly.
except for some of the amateur promotions,
They're still pretty much sanctioned, and
Yeah.
it's not like a smoker.
It's more about the commission making the money now. That's where they got all deep on it because they weren't making money. The commission want to make their money, so that's where they came down on it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Am I saying too much?
No. I think it really started to happen in
Yeah.
like 2012, 13
Yeah.
time. Really a lot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So things really had to get different.
I remember I went out to fight in Whittier one day. It was a smoker. We were already all set up. We were inside. The ring was set up. All of a sudden, boom, the commission comes in. Bop, shut
Yeah.
everything down. Boom. It got fined. I was like, all right, let's go.
How'd they find out about them so quick?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Inside tips.
When the 5-0 comes, everyone run. Get the guy with the gloves. He was fighting.
You don't have to tell me to run. Once I see sirens, I'm already down the street. Going, what's going on over there?
Right.
I'm that guy. All of a sudden, I'm quick.
Get that speed in, huh?
Also, I don't speak any English. I'm pretending I'm selling oranges on the side
Because
of
you
the
can't
road.
run, so how can he, speaking no English is the next thing, right?
Well, I used to be in shape back then, bro.
You can even pronounce my name.
Well, you know, I
don't speak English.
I know how to say elotes, naranjas, tamales, you know.
He spells my name Cesar.
Cesar.
Cesar Chavez.
So I'm trying. At least let me pass with the brown card around here somewhere.
When did you meet Gabe, Coach Gabe?
About 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago.
Really?
On
That
Grindr.
late? I thought you guys went back.
No. Right when we met, we clicked. You see the humbleness. I knew he was legit. He was the real deal. Saw me too. You know what, Coach? Let's work together. Boom.
That's
you
a
know.
fact.
Yeah, we got each other. Hey, it's just hey, you could tell when somebody's legit, somebody's cool, somebody's solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
They got nothing to prove. They got, you're here to work.
Exactly. Humble.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah.
So,
That he is.
Yeah, speaking about you, man.
Hard work, dedication. You guys are both there now.
Yeah.
Well, we're
Yeah.
pre-COVID now. Who knows what?
No, who knows what's gonna happen? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We were at House of Gym. Actually, we met at House of Gyms.
That's right.
I think it was like 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's Raul's place. Am I wrong?
Yeah. Yes. Uh-huh.
Raul's a homie, man. I love
Yeah,
that
you know
guy.
Raul? Oh,
Well, I
damn.
trained with him probably 11 years ago. or
Oh,
so.
nice.
Maybe,
All right.
maybe a little longer. I don't know.
Yes.
Robert knows him really well as well. So
Raul?
just a good dude.
Yeah.
you
Yes,
know?
he's cool. Yeah.
But I didn't realize how like successful House of Gyms had become. There were
Yeah.
fighters coming out of there, legit coaches coming out of there.
Yeah.
You guys were producing. the real
GFT,
thing.
the jiu-jitsu team was there
that's-
too.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy Michael Sousa trains there, or trained when it was there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he's a legit guy too.
Definitely, Coach Caesar definitely had that fighter. The fighters started to come out there too.
Yeah.
When we got there, well, when I got there, he was still running his Muay Thai classes.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually you can start seeing some fighters starting to come out there too. But yeah, GFT was their own little section
Yeah.
also. So yeah, it was a pretty.
But it's still a one-stop shop. When
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
a legit team of jiu-jitsu guys, a legit Muay Thai guy,
right.
you know, that you got a lethal combination. People go to one place, start
Yeah.
mixing it up. Before you know it, it don't take long for. It's a strange thing. It seems like the longer you did one thing, it's harder to develop in that other style. But these younger folks, they're picking up on it so quick.
Quick, fast, and yes.
It's like they get it. I don't know how they get it, but they get it, right?
Really quick, yes.
It's kind of amazing. So it was that kind of a situation where you got high-level people that are ready to push their
Yeah, for sure.
limits.
Yeah, actually, the setting of House of Gyms was pretty cool too because everybody kind of worked with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't really too many. I mean, just like any gym, there's going to be egos, but everybody was pretty legit with. Especially with the GFT side, I know they were offering to even work with some of Coach Caesar's fighters as well.
That's awesome.
So-
Really cool guys, trust me.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Under one roof, right? And then a wrestling coach, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like we
It's
talked
always
about
tough.
earlier. You can't put someone on their back doing just jujitsu.
Nope.
You gotta know how to take them down.
Wrestle too.
Yeah, definitely always tough
So,
as a wrestling
yes,
coach trying
that's the key.
to work with the jiu-jitsu side too. But
There's no jujitsu if you can't put me on the
it
ground.
worked. Yeah,
Right?
yeah. They were the first jiu-jitsu team that any gym that I've worked with my brother before, even at other gyms where they were very accepting.
Yeah.
So like they instead of me being a threat, they actually welcomed us to. They gave us the side of the gym, side of the mat to work on too. So
It's really cool. The trainer, the main GFT coach, Julio Caesar.
Yeah.
He was really humble, really nice guy. Trust me, he's badass.
He's OG.
Yes, OG. Yes,
I like
very
that.
badass.
I
Yeah.
like guys like that.
Yeah,
That's very,
very
cool.
old school. Yes. Yeah.
Nice. So learning Muay Thai, coming from Tang Soo Do,
Mm-hmm.
was it kickboxing, American kickboxing, or Muay Thai?
I actually worked both. I worked out with this guy Jerry, old school guy. I think he already passed away. Old kickboxer too. I worked with him too in kickboxing. I used to work with him in his garage. Then I went into Muay Thai. I trained with Romy Adanza for a while too. So all those guys. So yeah. So it was
A little bit.
I mix it up everything. Yes.
It makes sense because you have kind of developed
Yeah.
your own way of doing things.
Exactly. If you notice my style, I don't know if you guys have seen, even ask Kenneth and Coach.
Yeah.
My style of even when I spar, even when I train, when I pad the guys, is different. It's not just one dimensional. I mix it up with the Tong Sudo. I mix it up with all 3 arts: kickboxing, the Muay Thai, the Tong Sudo. So it's like my guys are elusive. They can move around and switch. We switch a lot of stances. You know, a lot of guys just stand one side. We switch sides a lot. Both my sons, Mark and Isaac, they have my same style. My daughter too. They both switch. Always switching sides. You know,
I like
confuse the
that.
opponent. Yes.
I respect that. It's not something that is commonly taught in MMA because of the takedown option.
Yes.
But if you're fluid, then you're
Yes.
fluid.
Yeah.
If you're switching all the time and it's something you do, there are high-level fighters
Yes.
that can and do it all the
Adapt
time.
to it, yes.
And I like that. I don't think that putting limits on your style is a good thing.
Yeah.
I get it. You're going to expose yourself, but that's what a fight
Yeah.
is.
Exactly.
Right? You're
Exactly.
putting it all out there anyway, so that's very cool.
It's like me. I'm right-handed, but when I fight southpaw.
Really?
Yeah, my power leg is my left leg, not my right leg.
That's a trip.
Yeah. So that's every knockout that I've had has always been my left round.
We got a viewer saying there's a guy named Al Topper.
Oh,
So Coach Caesar is very a humble homie, and he's a tough SOB.
Yes, that's
We know
my
this,
my
we
high
know
school
this.
homie right there. Yes.
So we got people watching. We got my wife watching. We got Rage is actually watching us right now too.
What's up, Rage?
He was gone last week. Got my
Rage-ing.
my Thea Jerry. She's watching.
Topper, love you.
Topper. And we have other viewers, but I kind of lost them in our stream. But yeah, they're all watching right now.
Yeah, I gotta say, Rage, I think he called every fight. We did a little UFC breakdown last week, and Rage was here, and his picks. I'm gonna hit you up, Rage, because I gotta put some money on the fights. I need some money. I gotta make some money. He was on it, man. He knew his thing.
Yeah.
So shout out to Rage. Kent, you got a question?
That's what's up. No, it was just like a little quick statement when Caesar said, "Oh, I fight southpaw because that's my power." Like I was like, "Wait, what?"
Right?
Like,
It don't make sense.
not to throw you out there, but I can't tell which kick is your strong kick because I received
They're all
both.
the
And I'm
same.
over here like I'm over here crawling out of the mat. Like okay, cool. Like my sparring session, my round's over. Can't you get 3 rounds? What? But good stuff.
Yeah. Thank you, Ken. Thank you.
That's very cool. So learning Muay Thai. You mentioned it was Romeo Danza.
Romeo Danza, yes.
Is that who kind of initiated you into
Yeah,
that
he,
style?
well, like when I went to Boxing 2000, he was a trainer there. I had already kind of trained a little bit before, but I wasn't like really into it. I went to go to Boxing 2000. I saw Romy, so I was like, okay, well, I saw he was legit. You guys ever seen Romeo Danza fight?
No,
that
I'm
guy's
not.
all man. He was a beast. He was
Really?
badass. Right now, he's well now he's retired, but he was Romeo Danza.
Hey,
was
shout out
hey,
to
man.
being good
Yeah.
when you're young. It's all good.
Exactly.
man.
So I started training with him at Boxing 2000. We had a good little team going out there. Boxing 2000, we didn't spar. We brawled over there. That was a fight
Yeah,
gym. It was like
that's cool.
and everybody was cool there. It's
I
like,
don't see much of that
Yeah.
anymore, but I know it's still
Yeah.
there in some capacity.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's very cool
Yes.
that you have that history.
Yeah.
So Romeo brings you in. Is it kind of a different thing in that Muay Thai? I always see them moving forward. I don't see a lot of side to side
Yeah.
like boxing.
And-
Okay, how did that work out with your style?
Well, like I said, that's the style for Muay Thai. But me, I've always done my thing. I've
Yeah.
always done my side to
You're
side,
bringing
and a lot of guys get frustrated with that. They don't
Yeah.
like it. Like, hey man, where I switch stance, hey, where you switching stance? Like, it's just the way I fight, the way I train. It's just me, and they get upset about it. But hey, you know,
I've heard the
I've actually had
about
guys tell me when I spar with them, hey man, don't go southpaw. I'm like, hey man, what are you talking about? We're sparring.
Yeah.
It's like, what,
Yeah,
what do you fight a
exactly.
guy that's gonna switch stances on you? What are you gonna do? You know, I was like, come on. He's like, all right. They
Yeah.
get all mad, but
Interesting.
Real quick on the Don.
Yeah, hit it, man.
Like he was saying with their with the stance, Mark is
Yeah.
Mark and Isaac are basically a clone of Coach Caesar when it comes.
oh, they're
to
better
stand-up.
now. They're better than me. Trust me.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really good.
Yeah,
That's
they're.
awesome. Dad right
the switch stands is one of those things where it's just hard to time for, especially if
Sure.
I'm working with Mark and we're trying to go takedowns. You would think that you would find an overextension when he's throwing a shot, but it's just it's just the angles he's coming at too. It's unique style of stand up, and even for me, like learning the wrestling aspect with stand up, it's a privilege to work with that style because it's getting me even sharper. And I'm not fighting. I'm just coaching, but it's
Still an important skill.
learning that style to coach also with it. It's really cool to see. It's just see the switching, and there's really it's kind of flawless when it comes to trying to set up a takedown with it. It's really tough to catch it.
I mean, in today's world, we all know there's a lot of unrest. We don't know when things are popping off, and we don't know who's going to pop off. So those kind of things are the key to keeping yourself safe. You know what I mean?
Yes.
you kind of read things. You kind of see. I mean, I see it daily. I work off Beach Boulevard, so you
Yeah.
gonna see.
I seen the weirdos
I
out there.
see crazies coming into my place. I'm like, okay, I better take this one myself.
If you see Romy,
Yeah.
he looks like a fucking
Yeah.
stoner, dreadlock, little skinny Filipino dude, and I'm like, I fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Those are always the
Hey,
tough guys.
that Romy, he was a strong. Trust me, that man, 135, man, he was strong, man. That guy was, man. I took a couple of his kicks semester, man. He's strong. Trust me, Romeo Danza is a real deal, man.
I
Trust me.
believe it.
He's out in Timo Yama.
How
Yeah.
many World champions?
He's got a lot, man. He's got a lot, man. Yes.
So him and Shane,
Yeah.
Shane or Collins,
Shane Collins, yeah.
Shane and Collins, like
Yeah.
guys, that and Will Bird back then. I don't like sparring with Will Bird. Sparred with that guy before?
No, I never sparred him.
Robert is, believe it or not, a pretty heavy-hitting guy. I mean,
Yeah.
When he was in shape, yeah, people used to yell at him here. Slow it up. You know, take a little heat off of that. Yeah. He did his thing. He must have a high cortisone level like me and Joe. But
This guy.
Estrogen level.
Yeah.
that happens.
It
Hey,
happens, bro. You know, honestly, talking about the whole sparring thing, I used to get some of the guys that used to talk. You know, like we had this guy Jason that used to be a kickboxing guy. He works where I work, and he'll tell everybody I work with that I have a drunken style sparring stance. I switch from orthodox to southpaw without you even knowing. But I had that weird stance. I never had my hands like a traditional boxer. Mine was kind of either going like this or more of that kind of like I'm hypnotizing you with my hands.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna know where it's gonna come from.
Confusing,
And
exactly.
boom,
Confusing,
and snap, and that's just the way I was never a traditional like do type of fighter. I just went with the flow like a drunken style.
and how did that work for you, Joe?
Went great.
Tell us about an instance where that actually took someone by surprise.
This guy. Getting clown.
I'm kidding, Joe. I'm kidding. Don't cry.
So one day, Dondo, one
I'm not
day.
interviewing Joe, but I get to hear a lot about Joe. You know what I mean?
You know, I'm just saying that's what they talked about. If you don't believe me, I'll fucking call the guy right now.
Your brother's right here. He tells me
There
everything.
you go. See.
He tells me what happened in the shower and everything.
Yeah, there you go. See, come on. Put him on blast. He did it myself. Come on.
That's right. You slipped and you reached for the soap. We know what
Hey,
happened.
Mark, you're watching. It wasn't me. It was Coach Gabriel. Right.
Yeah.
No, but that had that crazy style back then. I was never traditional, like
Where'd you pick that up then? Since you're talking about
I did them on my own. It was just kind of stuff I kind of studied a little bit on, like just because I was a big fan of all different styles of
So
fighting.
you learned to box from watching videotapes? Is that what you're telling me?
pretty much all that, and then just taught
It's
myself.
like a
and-
YouTube guy today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
It happens. I get it.
studied old film and all that stuff, and that's just the way I learned. And plus, getting my ass beat by my pops, I had to keep those hands
Got
fast.
The
That'll
defense.
help
Got to
you.
get
Defense, with the belt and sticks and whatever they can find to beat my ass
or
with.
the wife.
Oh, the wife, yeah, the wife.
Aye.
The wife actually stabbed me. Okay, I
Oh,
say that for later.
damn. Another one. Oh,
Oh,
sheesh.
we might as well get that story, but make that a bull or no bull.
Yeah, well, I was lying.
One more, Kent. One more.
So your style, like we've seen it in its works, and so how long did it took for the kids? How long did it take for Isaac and Mark to catch
They got
on?
it right
ju-
away, man. Right.
Wow.
I got videos of me patting them when they were little kids. I got.
And then they just caught it on that
Isaac's always
quick.
doing them quarter kicks, them little the crossing kicks, everything. It just they caught it.
They
right
made
away.
they made
My
your
daughter-
they made your job easy.
My daughter Alexa too, same thing. They got all those high kicks. They just stay.
I think
they
it's
caught it.
genetic. There's something in the neural pathways of a strong father when they're passing knowledge. I really believe this. I'm not bullshitting. When you're passing that kind of heartfelt knowledge, the kids got it.
Yeah.
They're kind of in because they're already part of you. I really believe that.
Yeah.
Same with musicians. Same with surfers. A lot of this nepotism. It's your children learning from you. If you give all that you got to your kids, it shows.
I think the big thing with Isaac and Mark too is because when I would be at the gym, they'd be watching me. So they'd be watching what I was doing. They would
That's a
always try
big
to think
part
I
of
was
it.
doing. So it's like they were always there. My daughters too. They were always there. I'd be at the gym training. They would be at the gym with me watching me.
That's what's up, Dave.
That's how they're watching me. They caught it. Isaac surprised me one day. I was sparring him because when I spar them, we don't go light. We go hard. He actually got me with my kick, and I was like, "What the fuck? Come on, you got me." It's like,
Yeah,
you
same
saw
here,
it.
trust me,
I was
same
like, "What
here.
is that? You got me with my kick? What the heck?" It's like he surprised me. He's like, "Oh shit, cool."
It's like I'm hurt, but I'm proud of you, son.
Exactly. Yes.
But you're grounded. Sorry, Isaac. I had to throw that one out there. Keep on the hard work, though, Isaac.
Hell yeah. It seems like the family's in a great place. You're in a good place. Obviously, we're coming through a tough time.
Yes. Mhm.
But with the focus and the level that you guys train, you're ready for it. You know, it's so good to see. I can't wait to meet Mark. Get
Oh,
his
you'll meet him.
story.
Isaac too.
know,
You're gonna meet
Isaac
them.
too, absolutely, because they're coming up, and we know this is going to end soon, so fights are coming up.
Yeah, they're coming up.
You know, but we have a segment on this show where this guy tells stories,
Uh-oh.
and it's his turn. So he's got
There you
3
go.
stories for you. One of them is true. We call it bull or no bull. Most people call it bull, but it is called bull or no bull. So Joey, bring us in.
Well, welcome to Bull or No Bull with me, Joey the Bull. Now, I got 3 stories. One of them is true, so you guys play along and just figure it out, you know.
All right.
But of course, everybody's been to TJ, right? You know, you go to TJ, you
TJ,
go party it up. You know, I mean, I'm not sure how long you've been married or engaged, but this is before I got married. I was out there doing my thing and buying, tacos and all legal substances and all that stuff, and
Legal.
and so. What's that?
Nothing's illegal there
Well, you know what I'm saying.
until they catch you.
And then I this guy tells me to come in this little club. I'm like, all right, cool. It's a little club that went downstairs, and I was inside, and it was dark, and you had, girls dancing, and you had this one girl that came up to me and said,
La Cahuila?
yeah, she's like, oh,
the street.
mijo,
is
¿cómo te llamas? And I'm like, no habla español. What's your name? I'm like,
What's your name?
My name's Joe. And she's like, oh, you're muy guapo and muy handsome. I go, thanks. You like what you see? I'm like, yeah, it's nice. And then she actually whooped out her boobies. I'm like, oh,
Did they
cool.
point at the ground?
And she's like, you liked it? No, they were nice, perky. And so she's like, you want to touch? I'm like, yeah, okay. And so,
Forrest Gump. Oh.
no. And so I touched her fake boobs. And I was young, honestly, I think I was it was 18. I think I was with some I think I was with family members.
You're 215 pounds?
No, I was probably a good 200 right there, Okay. But anyway.
Just barely breaking 200.
That's the fake story.
That's what exactly. Let's
No, so I started feeling these
Called
fake,
out.
these first time ever fake boobs in my life. Thinking, oh my god,
Oh, they're
this thing-
fake?
They were fake titties, right? I'm like, oh shit.
What year did you turn 17 or 19?
But listen, can I tell the fucking
I
story?
didn't know they had fake boobs.
And
then.
so I was like, oh, this is nice. I start feeling them, and next thing you know, she's like, you want to go private dance? I'm like, no, I'm good. She's like, you sure? You like the penis? I'm like, you like my penis? She's like, no, you like the penis. I'm like, my penis? She's like, no, you like my penis. I'm like,
Oh,
what the fuck? So I realized I was in a club that was a trans.
Oh.
You were at Barbie's, but you were in La Cahuila.
Yeah, I wasn't down that one famous street, but I wasn't down that street. I was on a different street.
La Revolución.
Yeah, I wasn't down
Different,
Revolution
man.
Street. I was on a different street. Filling out some fake ass titties with this dick. I mean, this chick had a dick.
Did she pull it out on you?
No.
Get a
How was it?
handful.
How was it?
No, I didn't see her dick. She said that she had one.
This is the fake story.
The question I have is, does it bring back memories of being in the shower?
I remember that story.
Oh.
I was young. I think I was with our stepfather Barry at the time, and my stepfather Barry brought me to. We were in Mexico. That's what it was. My stepfather.
Was your stepfather Mexican?
No, he's black and Filipino.
Oh, jalapeno.
Jalapeno. So yeah, we went to Mexico, and I went to this club where I got suckered into, and I think he knew. I think he was laughing his ass off. And I'm sitting there first time, feeling some fake boobies, and then realized. So yeah, I had a fake. It was a chick with a dick.
Oh.
Okay, that's my first story.
I'm scared of the next story if that was the first. Jesus. At least he didn't say, yeah, I went for it just once.
Can I say why I know La Cahuila? It's not because I went there. When I was a little kid, my dad used to take me and my older brother and leave us waiting in the front to go in La Cahuila. We used to wait in the front of the street, sitting on the curb while he was inside La Cahuila. It's not because I went there. It's my dad used to leave us out there.
That's
why
where
I
all the
know.
best looking girls are, out front.
All right.
They sucker you in. Like, oh, you get all this, but it's inside there. You gotta go get talk to them first.
We'd be out there for hours. Trust me.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, second story, I almost got jumped once back in the day when I was young, and I was cruising the streets of Bristol, never on Main Street. Main Street, that's where I had all the hardcore gangsters on Main Street.
No, but
Bristol was
as
more...
you walk past those neighborhoods, you're going to get jumped. You shouldn't be walking. I'm thinking the 90s.
Well, yeah, I was...
80s.
That's when it was hard.
You
I was
don't
part-
be
I was-
walking from neighborhood to neighborhood.
Well, I was part of back in the day. We had party crews back then, and I was part of this crew called AKA.
Here comes Joe.
Santana
Santana Style. Santana Style was when everybody got together, and I was part of Santana Style. So we used to do parties in all the warehouses. So the cops came, and some of these warehouse parties, man, I'm telling you.
on
So there
Susan
was one
Street?
party we had where we were have some girls to do some oil wrestling, and I was part of that wrestling match, So I was about to get down and dirty with these girls. Next thing, I guess what happened? They kicked out some party crew. and then they bash down the doors and they start shooting up that motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I had to drop low.
You know.
And so our Santana style party got blasted by I don't know what crew it was, but
What warehouse was it?
it was a warehouse off of Harbor and like if you with a Cowgirls Cafe right down the street.
Susan Street, I think.
Yeah, so
I met you that day.
so I almost got shot. Okay,
Almost.
yeah, but I had all,
That's a true story, right?
and I had all the girls protecting all the girls. I got one more story.
Because I was there.
One more story. One more story. So yeah, last story is talking about smokers. Okay, I was a ring announcer for a fight in Temecula, and we had some hot ass ring girls. You know, this is of course way.
I've never seen ring girls or a ring announcer at a smoker, but okay.
No, but this guy had money.
That's the big story.
It was underground. It was underground. This is when I was.
This is like a cigar.
This is when I was hanging. This is when I was hanging with Yoker back in the day. So
Yoker.
yeah, so there was a fight in Temecula, and I was the ring. They needed a ring announcer, so I announced the guys, and they had the card girls. And then towards the end of the fight, me and the card girl, we kind of like hit it off, and
That quick?
well, because I was a sexy beast back then, bro. I mean, I had
225?
Yeah, I was about 225. I was a freaking.
That's
stud.
a big story. That's a big one.
And so me and this girl decided to hang out, and we kind of just we didn't do anything too crazy. We just started making out, and next thing you know, I get a freaking choke, like an actual chokehold behind me, and didn't realize that this was the promoter's daughter. And then of course she was of age. She wasn't underage. She was of age, of course. But yeah,
Of course he says that now.
No, I'm just saying. So I almost got beat up by the promoter for making out with his daughter. So those are my 3 stories.
Underage daughter.
No, it wasn't underage. She was tatted up and she was.
You brought it up because you were scared.
No, I'm just saying.
Tattoos don't mean a thing. Everybody got tattoos now.
Did she have a
At
penis
12 years
also?
old.
No,
yeah.
so here's my 3 stories. First one, being a TJ, filling out some fake titties, didn't realize that stripper had a penis.
Whoa. And you got down. Like,
Second
you were
story,
loving-
I almost
you were
get shot up
loving
in a
him.
freaking at a party that I was getting ready to wrestle some girls into some fucking water, and the guy got kicked out, and they started shooting up the place. And of course, third story is because the whole thing with making out with the girl and getting choked out by the promoter.
Wow.
So what story do you think is true?
1.
2.
I'm going to say 1. I think he grabbed some pair of them.
Or something you grab something else.
Well, folks, I'll give you the answers next week.
We'll find out after
We'll find out after this. I'll tell you after this show.
We got to know.
But we'll give the answers next. Those are my 3
That's
stories.
pretty good.
So what about from last week? You gotta give them the answers from last
He can't remember his story from last week, but
What
we
was my
should start. You got to write them
You
down.
gotta start giving them, either doing them that day or
Yeah, he's got to write them down.
We are on live show right now, so next week I will give you the story for real. I forget sometimes. I can tell people.
Go back and rewatch it. He goes to YouTube,
I know, yeah. If you guys want to catch some of these stories, go on our gymcrashers.com and check out our website, and it gives you all the stories from all the last Gym Crashers shows. And of course, these stories are brought to you by our sponsor, Our Life CBD.
Like a pirate.
Life CBD. So honestly, check his website, ourlifecbd.com. And dude, the stuff's worth it. Like I promote this stuff every week. It's something you gotta look up. Look at the testimonials. Look at the videos. I mean, this guy's 100% legit. Like I tell people, this shit ain't watered down. This is 100% the real deal with creams, drops. You can name it all. Hit the website up. Buy his stuff. It's worth it. Believe me. If it's not worth it, come meet me one day and punch me in my face and tell me it's not, and I believe I'll knock your ass out. Okay, there you go. OurLifeCBD.com.
I love it when he does that. Come hit me in the face, sucker.
No.
CBD to make it better.
No, a lot of people assume that I'm a big. I'm fat. I get it. I'm a fat guy now. I mean, fucking.
You're thinner though.
Huh?
You're a little thinner.
Well, I'm thinning out, but still, I'm just saying. I still got fast hands for a big dude.
What is your goal, Joe? It's 2020. We're in the midst of a pandemic. Are you trying to shed, say, 100 pounds over 2 years?
No, I'm trying to shed a half a body.
What's that? Like 150 pounds?
Like I'm trying to get down. I'm trying to get down to at least 250, 230. Knock on wood.
If you go to Caesar's Garage.
Right now, I'm
Never mind.
right now, I honestly got. I jumped to the scale, and it's one of those scales that, and it's sad. The scale I jump on is the one we have at work, the big old fucking box ones.
The warehouse ones?
Yeah, the warehouse one. It's so sad, and it has the numbers right there, all big. So everybody's like a carnival to me, and they're like, "Oh, let's see Joey weigh himself." Like, don't fucking look, assholes. I step on the scale, I'm like fucking 460.
460. That's a big number. At least he owns
Believe
it.
me, I've invited him to go Caesar's Garage plenty of times. This doesn't take the
Even if
office,
he
so.
sat there, he'd sweat.
Yeah, trust me, you will. Once you walk in, you start
Come
sweating.
watch.
Yeah.
Hang out with the boys. Or take the kids over there. They're playing their games and just sitting there with them.
Oh yeah.
It's family.
Well, I want to sweat. I like when I sweat when I have the gloves on because I like when people try to come into me and I'm all sweaty. I'm sliding my freaking uppercut right in the freaking face and I'm fucking
He gets all
crazy.
excited. He gets all excited.
I'm crazy excited. Honestly, I love sparring, man. It just, I know right now at my weight, I could probably do about. I think when I was hitting the tree one time, I was.
This
hitting
is
the tree.
recent. I saw you hit a tree recently.
Yeah, I was hitting the tree. I did a good 6 rounds.
Trees don't hit back.
No, but I'm hitting the tree with my gloves. And it honestly doesn't. No, there were 3-minute boxing rounds. I did 6 rounds without getting tired.
He wanted that banana real bad from the tree to fall down. That's what it was.
So I mean,
Because of those
Gloves
fake
work out
melons.
hitting trees. Don't tear them up. Even
no,
leather.
I have one of those damn body suits that people wear so they don't get hit, later
Okay.
on. So I strap that motherfucker around the tree pretty tight so it won't
Okay.
drop. And then I have my little timer on my clock, and I go 6 rounds, just ba ba ba, just
That's good.
just going crazy.
Well, if you can keep your hands up for 6 rounds, regardless, even against a tree, you're doing okay. That's good.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I mean,
I like that.
6 rounds is not bad for a guy my size.
No, not at all. I didn't expect even.
I mean, yeah. If I get somebody at me, I know those 6 rounds might turn into like 3 rounds because I'm more focused on, getting hit and anything else. But I hate getting hit in the face because I get angry. I'm like the Incredible Hulk. I hate being touched in the face. I get like fucking, like Sour Patch Man, like fucking get all crazy.
All right.
Yeah,
If he says so.
I'm a madman.
Thanks, it's great.
Yikes.
He's not very humble. He's an animal.
It's all good.
Right?
No, and I hate getting kicked because back when I used to train
He's
with
the
Top.
opposite of humble.
No, I am humble. I am humble, but just I
But I'm
don't.
humble, but I'll kick your ass.
No, I'm just saying.
Don't
I'll
piss
fuck
me
you
off.
up. Hey, don't touch my face. Nobody touches my face.
No, I got a pretty face,
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I'm the Incredible Hulk.
No, but I hate getting kicked because I used to, back when I used to spar, a lot of the guys I used to spar with all kickboxers. So I'm here, I'm at, like 220, and I used to spar with guys that were like either like his size and just kicking me like a motherfucker. And I'm
So
like,
you were a
"Ah."
bully, because that guy weighs $130.
No, but I mean, they had no guys my size when I was at the time when I was training with Team Oyama. When I was training with Team Oyama, but I was training with all of his fighters.
The other Oyama.
Yeah. so
Team Obama. Not Oyama. I was with Obama.
anyway, those are my stories. So
I like it. I like it.
dick.
He brings up something interesting in that Joe, being a big guy, doing 6 rounds, breathing is so important. Is this something that you instill in your fighters?
The breathing, yes,
Yeah.
that's one thing. Yes, I always thought they gotta breathe. A lot of the sounds, little sound effects you hear when Coach gives her when I hit
Yeah.
the back and patting, even when I pat people.
Yeah.
I'm always breathing no matter what. That's what I tell the guys. You gotta breathe. The breathing is a big thing in fighting.
I like that.
Yes.
And people don't understand, but when you release a punch,
Yes.
those sound effects that are
Yes.
going with those punches,
It's the breathing.
that puts the snap on that
Yes.
punch.
And it's also getting ready for the body shot. If you don't breathe when you get that shot of the body,
Oh, yeah.
you're gonna go down.
Forget
Trust
it.
me.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm already going down.
Exactly.
No joke. No joke. I like that. And is there something even more essential to when you take a breath and throw a punch that just becomes natural?
Yeah, it's the kiai.
The kiai.
My old
I
school.
wanna hear it, yeah.
My old school and training was always the kiai.
That's
the
right,
karate.
that's
The
right.
kiai. A lot of people hear that like, hey, what is that?
Yeah, yeah.
It's just that kiai. It's the breathing.
Yeah.
He's
Kiai.
talking about the car he drives outside.
The
Even
kiai. That's
though
a
when you-
kiai. Kiai.
Even when you throw your punch, that's
Yeah.
karate punch. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're pulling back
Exactly,
and delivering.
exactly.
You
And
know,
you're breathing. The
I
whole
don't
kiai
see
is
that at
breathing.
all anymore, so I know you're old school.
Exactly. Exactly.
See, I don't want to get punched by the guy. I might be taking a shower. He opens the shower. Give me some chun chun. Chun chun.
Hey, Mark, that was Coach Gabriel, right there.
I didn't say anything, Mark. that's the bull. Man.
Blood in, blood out. Chun chun. Give me some chun chun.
It's always
Chip
chun chun
up,
with
baby.
your
Come
brother.
on. This fool.
Was he always like this?
Yeah.
Because when you're here, he's different. There's a friction. There's a little friction. It's like a little something. When you're talking to Gabriel, you talk to him a little different.
More nice?
No, I think he gives him shit.
He's angry at me. That's why.
Because when you're not here, he's,
Fight
oh,
me.
my brother this, my brother that, dog. But then you're here, he's like, yeah, right, dog.
No, I'm proud of my brother, man. He's my baby brother.
No,
and,
he's cool.
That's
I love
the
the guy.
that's the Inohosa. We say good stuff behind their backs, but when it's in front, like we
Grind 'em.
do. Yeah, we don't
That's
necessarily.
a good way to be.
Our way
actually.
of showing love is talking shit on each other, basically.
Yeah.
That's a good way to
basically
be.
how my
That's all we do.
dad taught us.
We talk about him and his big ass ears. I go, I don't need satellite TV. I just put his finger to the TV set and move his ears around.
Holy
Other
shit.
brother's a midget. He's
Yeah, and he's like, he needs a booster chair every time we go eat. You know.
That's where he got all the jokes from me. Constantly booster chair, midget, all this shit from your
That's
other
that's
brother.
a way of showing we love each other.
I know. I like to talk shit in person, but you're right. Say nice things when nobody's around.
Right.
That's actually the right way to be. No, I shouldn't pick on him.
Like if he met Shaquille O'Neal and have to get on his knees just like this.
Oh shit!
Actually, I did meet Rodman Fashion Alley. He came up behind me, and it was like a shadow. That dude's huge.
You threw his dick over his shoulder.
Oh yeah.
I'll carry that for you, sir.
Dude, there's no carrying that monster. I gotta call Joey for help. Joey's already equipped.
He's already there.
Oh yeah, Joey polished it that morning. A couple baby wipes. Back in the day, huh, Joe?
No, I never watched his dick. No. Nope.
You never had to reenact the fucking.
Hang on, his mom has seen it, so you didn't have to clean it.
No, my mom's seen his dick, but by accident.
Coming to America scene, bro. Did you
Yeah.
reenact?
No, I never had
I like
Royal
that.
penis.
your royal penis. No way, bro.
Like that.
Didn't even go.
didn't expect
Didn't
it.
go that crazy, yeah.
Spit shine. They call it spit shine.
No Hershey bar for me, Holmes.
Was he that girl at the bar in Mexico?
No,
Oh yeah.
Is that what it was?
Was she wearing a wedding dress?
That was when he was wearing his dress.
Yeah, the wedding dress, right?
Shut up! I kick your ass too.
Funny man. Funny man.
I had a question for Coach Caesar. You think about doing a comeback, Coach?
Why you gotta put me on the spot?
Comeback, Coach. We talked about this plenty of times.
I've been training, and I told you, yeah, I want to.
No,
I
it's
want
funny.
to get
I'm about to cut you off, but it's funny you say that because when he was downstairs and met Mr. De La O, De La O told him, "You're not too old," because the last fight De La O had, he was 40.
42. He said. Yeah,
Post
42.
cancer.
Yeah.
He come out of cancer and won a couple fights, and
Nice.
he kept going and then retired. But
nice.
he came back stronger.
So back to you. So are you thinking about coming back?
Well, I'm 43 now, and I have been thinking about it. I actually got offered if I wanted to fight, they could actually give me a kickboxing fight. So I'm thinking about it. So I already talked to you about it too. So I'm thinking about it.
I think that would be
He's
awesome.
gonna beat your ass after the show. Why'd you open your mouth, motherfucker?
Mark's gonna jack me up.
Oh, talk about the shower and shit.
It's a different world right now in that all those guys we trained with are kind of thinking about that.
Yeah.
So there might be a good opponent for you. And that's what'll make it worthwhile to test your skills.
Exactly. And I still got it. You know what? I still want to do it. I want to do this. It's just now that I'm older.
Yeah.
At first I have to do it because I now want to do it because I'm older now and I know I can still do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I spar a lot of these young guys that are really good right now, and I still
That's a
go at it with them. I
good
still
place
do
to
them.
be.
So it's like, hey, it's like,
That's a
I
good
can
place
do
to
it.
be, yeah. That thing you already know.
yeah.
Just want to give a shout out to some of our guys. Mike Moraz is watching. Christopher Mejia said Coach Caesar
Chris.
is a real good guy.
Thank you, Chris. You're the man.
You meet him, he's very humble. That's what everybody's giving you a lot of props for being a humble person.
Everybody loves Caesar, dude. I know.
And Nikki the Kid. I'm not sure who's Nikki the Kid.
Nikki, that's Nikki the kid. That's my homie Topper's wife.
Oh, there you go. Nikki.
Nikki,
the Kid.
thank you,
Big
Nikki.
shout out. There you go.
That's cool, Joe.
Yeah.
No, nothing but love, man. And this can't stop here because we know what's going to happen. So we got the boys coming, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do. If you're going to put that together or not, that's all up to you. I never try to influence
I'll really do
anybody in that field, but if you do it, we definitely want to be there.
All right.
Glad to hear that you're still pushing for that. And of course, when Mark and Isaac are at it, because
Yeah.
that's it, right? That's the
That's-
lifestyle at the moment.
That's my right now. My main thing is them.
That's
if
good.
I do it, I'm gonna do it. But my concern is them right now. They want to fight. Pop's gonna be there no matter what. Like I told him, I'm not gonna let you guys go up there. It's gonna be me and Coach Gabriel. I'm gonna be there no matter what because they're my boys, they're my sons, and I gotta be there because I want to make sure they're okay and they're fine.
That's beautiful.
It's like that's the way I want my kids. It's like anybody that fights for me, but just my boys are my kids and they're my sons, and I'm proud of my boys. I want to drop a tear now. Damn, look at that.
I'm all
I love you
sensitive right
guys. I know you guys
now.
are watching right now. Isaac, Mark, I love you guys. I'm proud of you guys.
Smile
Proud of
now,
you guys.
Craig.
Mark, I didn't say it.
Absolutely.
Hey, that was Coach Gabriel right there. It's right here.
That's right. Snitched you out.
What's up?
Not
What's up,
much.
Kip?
Similar to what Gabe just asked you. Now, what you just said right now kind of makes me want to take this question back. But I've always been direct forward, and I'll say, why not just say, what if, let's just say, Isaac and Mark competed that night, and let's just say the promoters offered you,
Magic.
That's what got offered.
like all three of you guys.
That's exactly
compete.
what offered. They
That's
wanted. Yeah,
magic.
that's exactly what
Dude,
I
that-
got
Dude,
offered.
I say go for
Yeah,
it.
that's magic.
Dude,
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be tough because you guys like corner your boys
It's gonna
and
be.
get ready.
It's an NBA, but that's what I got offered. They wanted me to fight on the same cards as my son. So.
I don't think that's ever been done with two sons.
That's why.
Wow, that'd be nuts.
Let's do it. I mean, That's up to you.
I like
I'm
it.
thinking about it. I've actually been thinking of it already. So yeah.
But yeah, just going off of that, talk about the humbleness of Coach Caesar. You know,
Yeah.
like I said, I had the pleasure of working for 2.5 years, and you know, it's a family. I feel like, you know, me coming out of just barely meeting him, like you said, we clicked. Working with Mark, we clicked super quick. You know, Mark's doing his thing. He's progressing a lot. Isaac is one I still want to get my hands on, but he's focusing on the Muay Thai,
Yeah.
which Isaac is just. I look at him, and both of them, Mark and Isaac, are on this whole other level when it comes to stand up. But yeah, I mean, Coach Caesar, you did a fantastic job with your boys.
Thank you,
know,
sir.
and I can't wait
Thank
to
you.
see what goes on in the future with us.
We're gonna get up. Trust me, sir. Together, we're gonna do this. Trust me.
I believe every word you say because I've known you that long. We've talked, known Caesar from talking, believe it or not, online, everything else, and all of these things are for real. So that's the lesson, and that is the way I like to end this, is knowing that he's for real. This is the guy. Coach Caesar's bringing it, and he's bringing a whole new generation. You know, so that's a beautiful thing. So I would leave it at that, and we'll see this dude again. It's coming. It's coming.
We're coming.
So, Coach Caesar, where can they find you on any type of social media?
So on Instagram, I'm under Sonrisa714, English Smiley 714, but it's got to be Sonrisa 714. All
like
right.
it. I like it.
Facebook is the Darnay Rivera Chicas. I share it with my wife, so it's Darnay Rivera Chicas on Facebook.
You're hard to find on Facebook, so I was trying to tag you on that anyway. And then where can they find you, Dondo?
Dondo the Gym Crasher on Instagram and John Dondo on Facebook.
And G-Balls, where can they find you on social
Did
media?
you call him G-Balls?
Hey, jeez. That's what you're talking about.
G-Balls.
It's Gina Hosa on Instagram, and like I said, if Facebook is Gabriel Nosa as well, Gina Hosa.
It's because you have balls. That's why he's jealous. Not balls. Yes.
Look at your two balls. He's like
G-Balls.
And the man with the sexy voice, where can
I
they
only had one ball.
find you on your social media?
All right. So for all the viewers out there, you can find me at Kent Transition 7 on IG. Any questions for any of us? You know where to find us, all of us, and so.
I'm gonna do it like him.
It sounded like Theo from 92.3.
No, let me
Remember Theo Sassy?
Come on, let me do this.
Hang on, I love CBD in the house. Give it to us.
Where can they find you, Our Life CBD?
Our Life CBD at all the platforms, Instagram. Just go to our website, man. You can use promo code Dondo10 and
There
get
we go.
15% off your next purchase.
I like that. That program is a wonderful one. Thank you so much.
Now it's my turn.
Here's your turn, Yoey.
I'm gonna tell this guy.
You can find him on Coahuila. I mean,
You can-
alleyway
Wait.
on Coahuila.
Hold on, I gotta let me do my
Barbies.
thing. Let me do my thing. Come on, jeez. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can find me on Joey the Bull Hinojosa at Gem Crashers, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. What else? Twitter. That's it. And all you ladies and gentlemen out there, just hit me up anytime if you want a DJ, a ring announcer. That's right.
Snapchat. You on
Man, it
Snapchat?
sounded like the
Snapchat,
Allstate
you know.
guy from the insurance, right?
People call me that when I'm playing Xbox. Is that the Allstate guy? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Allstate.
He goes, no,
You're
that's
in
my
good
stepfather.
You're in good hands. Anyway, this has been Gym Crashers. We'll see you next week. Once again, thanks, Coach, for stopping on in.
Coaches.
Peace out.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Caesar.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you having me.
Let's go Steelers.
Man, you're